Welcome to Tarkov Tales, and a series of videos focusing on the traders of Tarkov. Who are they, and why are they here? This week, we take a look at a wide-eyed, crazy old man who lives in the woods, a masochist who not only hates everyone around him, but himself as well. A man who loves to watch people suffer. Some say he doesn't even eat the food that you bring him, and instead he just burns it out of pure spite. I am, of course, talking about Jaeger. This intel diary was found among the belongings of a dead PMC trooper, who no doubt dehydrated to death while standing on his head trying to hit 3 headshots from more than 400 meters away. Never before have I met such a twisted individual inside of Tarkov. When the mechanic suggested he would have information about the crisis and it would be good to meet him, I never dreamed of the fate that would await me. Things started off simple enough. Bring the old man some food and stash some more out in the woods for him when he's out on his hunting trips. We all know what he gets up to out on those trips. He's like an animal. Anyway, he loves telling me about his old war stories, most of which you probably saw in films. He keeps an old German shepherd that has a glazed look in its eye. He hands me a Mosin and jokingly says I could be the next Vasily Zaitsev. He tells me that if I use the rifle to clear out the area of hostiles, he'll help me out. Anyway, we do it in return, only for him to pile an ever-increasing list of demands on top. No scope, less than 25 meters away, only kill enemy snipers, do it at night. Who is this guy? I just wanted some information and maybe to trade. I don't have time for a senile old man's fantasies of being in a John Woo film. The next day, he throws a syringe at me, almost stabbing me in the leg. He tells me that if other people in combat use them, then why don't I? A solid rationale. Go and kill a load of people, totally off my head, on whatever random skag he's just put in there? Jesus, old man, you're just an addict, preying on the kindness of strangers. You only grew a beard to cover the track marks on your neck. Things only get worse. He insists I dehydrate myself for a period of days, presumably to prove just how tough I am. I don't know. It makes no sense. Maybe he just wants to steal my water. He gets very angry when I talk to the other traders, and stops selling me things if I do. It's pretty obvious at this point that everyone thinks he's just a bit of a dick. He says the only true hero is one that kills while wounded, so we do that too. I jump off a hill and break my leg beforehand. He then wants me to find 2 Terror Group Labs access cards and 3 flash drives, but I'm not allowed to buy them from the market, he says. Somehow he'll know if I do. I have to pry them from the cold dead hands of their current owners. Great. All of this had better be leading somewhere. He just asked me to kill the major scav gang bosses in the area and bring them their valuables. Does he even know who they are? I think he's just full of shit and wants me to suffer. It wasn't enough that we kill them all, bring back to him anything that we could make a profit on, but he also wants us to kill 25 of the Sawmill Wood snipers too. All I really see here is an old man who's so past it and off his head on what seems to be a magnificent cocktail of drugs and spite is that he'll ask any passing idiot to do his dirty work, as well as jump through some ridiculous hoops just to prove how tough they are. He enjoys the misfortune of others and likes people to believe he's always watching them for some reason. His outlandish demands for gear and items, while he does nothing but sit there and bark on about the good old days, further amplify how lost his mind has become. Asking fellow humans to dehydrate themselves to the point of death, asking the wounded to kill for kicks, and killing injured or incapacitated enemies for absolutely no reason at all. The man is just a sadist. I strongly recommend we sever ties with him once this job is done. Now all I have to do is hit 3 more leg shots while being 500 meters away with a shotgun while a cat in a sombrero distracts me by singing La Cucaracha. The report ended there. Judging by the fate of the PMC, the old man won in the end. What other poor folk have also met their demise at the hands of this sick and twisted individual? Jokes aside, my own thoughts on Jaeger in terms of the story and the lore is that he has a solid character and has a strong archetype in the Tarkov universe for the player to meet. A hunter and survival expert who you could easily come across in the woods of the Tarkov area that would be jaded from all the conflict that he's seen. His tasks are hard, but a lot of them are more about being a completionist than a necessity. Overall, I think his tasks and story are kind of 50-50. Why are we completing these tasks for him? Just on his whims? What purpose does it serve for either of us if I'm dehydrated for 5 minutes? How does he know that I am? Do I just say that I am? The same goes for the labs cards. I appreciate BSG saying they need to be found in raid, but how does he know that? I know it's a game. It doesn't have to make total sense. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Jaeger? Do you have any bullshit moments that happen to you while trying to do one of his quests? Let me know in the comments.